Unlike most people on TikTok right now trying out this trick, I actually have lines around my eyes. See? I actually have texture. I actually have lines. JLo's makeup artist Scott Barnes says that the key to flawless, perfect, long-lasting, non-creasy under eyes is lip balm. What? I've been doing it wrong all along. That's all I needed to do. That's it. We're gonna try this out today and we're gonna try it out all the frickin' way. I'm doing the classic bronzy JLo smoky eye. I'm gonna be wearing a bronzy gown. I am going to do my hair. We're going 10 out of 10 and then we're gonna take all the bullshit away. We're gonna take away the lights. We're gonna take away softening, beautiful camera lens, and we're gonna go in natural light with the most evil of all cameras. That's your iPhone camera. The camera that makes you look 10 years older and very flawed. We're gonna do it all, okay? We're gonna see how this looks right after we put it on, and we're gonna see how it looks, you know, a few hours later in natural light. No filter, no softening, no bullshit. Let's go.
Pro tip here with Aquafor hack and Mark Trainer. I'm gonna take 20 years off your face with Aquafor. Check this out. Yeah, it's magic. Anyway, I use a little bit on the neck and I use the lip balm underneath the eyes. And this makes your concealer stay 10 times longer. It doesn't get all creased up and crazy, believe it or not, and it doesn't break down the makeup. I know. I figured this out after doing hours and hours of photo shoots and movies and music videos. How do I keep the concealer from not caking up underneath the eyes after such long wear? And this was it. Aquafor. So tell me what you guys think of this because it really works. I used the Mark Trainers just to give a little bit of a facelift, which was fun. We were using blush, normal makeup technique and everything else, but the Aquafor just keeps everything pliable. I'm doing a really basic kind of smoky eye. She has a little birthday dinner to go to, so we're getting her ready for that. And I figured, you know what, this is a great time to tell you guys how these tips and tricks work. And hopefully they work for you too. So, you know, I'm using good, believe it or not, I'm using Maybelline Color Stay powder. This stuff is like iron, by the way. So here it is, before and after. Tell me what you guys think.
Let me just say, when I saw this video, I ran to Amazon and look what I got. And then I ran to Shoppers Drug Mart, which is the Canadian drugstore where makeup is sold. And I bought these. But first, smoky eye. The power of editing never gets old. Okay, now let's do the Aquafor. The first thing I'm noticing is that this is dense. Unlike most people on TikTok right now trying out this trick, I actually have lines around my eyes. See? I actually have texture. I actually have lines. So I really do have an issue with my concealer creasing. If you haven't been around here for a while, that is a big issue for me. Scott also put it around here. I have really deep nasolabials here too. And he put it around the lips. So let's see if that all helps everything stay put all day. Next step, foundation. Now I DM'd Scott Barnes, okay, on Instagram. Like honestly, who do I even think I am? I DM'd Scott Barnes on Instagram and I like lost my mind because he added me as a friend and DM'd me back, which is so awesome. And the reason I DM'd him is because I needed to know what concealer he used. And he had mentioned that he used one by Urban Decay, but they don't make it anymore. So I was like, okay, so we can't use that. I know he's coming out with one himself very shortly. So when I see that come out, I will leave it pinned in the pinned comment for you guys. This guy's the makeup god of Hollywood, okay? He is the man. So anyway, because we don't have the Urban Decay concealer, we are going to do something else. I'm gonna go in with this Vasanti Liquid VO2. It's a color correcting concealer, okay? This is made for those deeper skin tones, those medium to deeper skin tones. So I'm just gonna use that here in the really reddish blue zones to camouflage and color correct. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is I need something that's peach based or orange based to cancel out blue, and I have a lot of blue under my eyes. If I didn't use a color correcting step first, then I would end up really ashy under the eyes, okay? So we're gonna see how well this layers, because this might be the perfect layering base so that we can use something like a color corrector and then we can go in with the concealer and it's not gonna get so gummy and cakey over time. We'll see, okay? I don't know how magical lip balm is, but we're gonna try it. So I am just stippling that out. Okay, upon first impression, that looks really smooth and flawless. Okay, if you guys see the texture under my eyes there, so far, so good. Now, before we move in to brightening, we have to do the Scott Barnes way, okay? So we gotta go and snatch the face. This is much heavier than what I normally do. I'm not a huge contour gal on myself. I really just do really natural makeup most of the time. But I feel like we've got to snatch our face because this is a Scott Barnes inspired look. So do you guys see how something like this gives you the cheekbone of your dreams? Like, see how I created an intentional shadow right here? I'm looking there because my monitor is there, so I want to see if you see what I see. I think you see what I see because I can see over there. But that is how we give ourselves kind of this snatched effect. How are the eyes looking, you guys? How are the eyes looking? We're still pretty good, right? We're still not overly creasy. Actually, we're not really creasy at all. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so now let's go in with a little bit of brightening concealer. So let's go in with my current fave, which is the Haus Labs concealer, and we are gonna do light, medium, neutral, which will give me a little bit of a brightening effect. You can even stick it here to pop this shadow out. And we blend it out by stippling, right? Pressing motions will push that concealer into the skin and also build up anything that you want to hide. I am loving how my under eyes are looking right now. I can't even believe it. We gotta do our shading still for the smoky eye, but before we shade, we always wanna set. So Scott said to use this. I dragged my kids with me to buy it this morning. Let's see how well this works. Is this our new under eye powder that's not gonna cost us $1 million like the Givenchy Prisma Libre? I mean, I don't even think that Givenchy Prisma Libre can be beat. And this is different. This is a hybrid powder foundation. So this is a powder and a foundation. It's like a 2-in-1. So if you apply this more heavily, you can apply it as an actual foundation. The Givenchy Prisma Libre is a setting powder only, right? Totally different. So I'm just gonna swirl on here. I'm not gonna press this in with a powder puff because that's gonna be too heavy of an application. I know with the amount of movement I have around my eyes, it's gonna be too heavy. But let's try this. He said this was super bulletproof, and I am here for that life, okay? Yeah, that looks good. What, guys? This is amazing. All right, so let's smoke out under the eye. So what I used for this look was actually this shadow by Jane Iredale. This is a shadow palette. It is a beautiful shadow palette called Solar Flare. So I used a combination of this one and this one. This one's naturally matte. So it's nice to have your matte neutrals, right? Along with your more shimmery colors because you need your matte neutrals to create shadows and contours. So let's go in and shade out the bottom. For blush, let's go in with Patrick Starr. This one is Very That. I've been finding that things are looking a lot better on me lately now that I'm getting older when they're higher. I have really pronounced nasolabial folds like in here. So I just find to offset that, if I keep my blush higher, I don't draw as much attention to it. That's also why I put that brightening concealer there. It's to pop it forward, right? It's a highlight effect. And then sometimes I even go over here in like a C formation. Now, if you want a little bit more glow, you can then also go in with your cream blush. Now, I know it seems kind of counterintuitive to put cream on top of powder, but this is Patrick Starr's way, okay? This is how he teaches to do it. And I actually really like it because it intensifies the powder and you add highlight to it. Guys, this was supposed to be about under eyes and now I'm going on a real tangent. I'm sorry, I am like incapable of simplifying videos. I'm trying to simplify videos, not make them so long and dragged out, but I'm incapable of it. Okay, for lips, I wanna do something a little bit more on the nude side because that's what JLo always has on. That's what Scott designs for JLo. I talk about him like we're friends now because he DM'd me once. We're literally best friends now. Hey, you guys want to do something cool for me? You know what I was thinking would be so amazing? If I got Scott to do my makeup on the channel. Can you even imagine? It would be literally a bucket list thing for me. Like if I was dying tomorrow and some type of foundation came up to me and was like, I can grant you one wish, I'd be like, Scott Barnes has to do my makeup. Oh man, is that sad? I don't even know. That would be my wish. That would literally be my wish. So this is what you guys can do, okay? I'm gonna leave Scott's socials in the pinned comment, his Instagram, his YouTube. Go spam his comment section. Go spam his comment sections with the words, go on Gabby's channel in caps, okay? Spam him. You guys, you are my army, my audience army. Do you remember when we did that for Lab Muffin Beauty Science? We did that for Lab Muffin Beauty Science once and she actually came on the channel. She responded and was like, your audience is spamming me. And I was like, I didn't tell them to do that. Should we do the same for Scott? I mean, I don't want to get like a restraining order or anything, but I give you permission to go spam him. Cause it would be so crazy if he was on the channel, wouldn't it? It would be so crazy. Should we do South Shore by Makeup by Mario or should we do Bronx Baby? See, I know this is more J-Lo, but I usually look really bad with nude lips, but let's try it. Okay, let's just go outside of our comfort zone. Ugh. See? Whenever I do a color like this, I feel like it blends into my face and looks weird. I mean, I'm not Jennifer. I'm not iconic like that. I just always feel like I need more color on my lips. No, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, what if we did this? What if we did Makeup by Mario Miss Rose on top of it, just to punch it up a little bit? I can't do such a nude lip. Oh, now I'm going back to the color I always use, which is like mauve. I'm trying to really sheer this out, okay? You thought this was a video about Aquafor, and you were sadly mistaken. This is now a video about glam makeup, 100%. My under eyes have never looked better. I've tried every hack. I have tried every damn hack. I've tried every single thing. My under eyes have never looked better. Look at them. Okay, let's do our big smile test where it's all crepey. Okay. Okay. I like this so much better than I thought I would. I'm gonna go do my hair and, you know, look more like event ready, and then I'll be back. That's gonna take me about an hour, so then we can see how this is settling down, okay? I'll be back. Give me a second. Before we get glam, here we are in natural light, no filter. You guys know, no filter. I'm in front of my window. You can see by the reflection in my mirror. It looks, there's a little bit of creasing here, see? But I mean, come on. It looks really good. Compared to how my under eyes normally look, it looks really, like really good.
A few moments later.
I have no words. I have no words other than the fact that I want to highlight my brow bone right now. I'm so fancy right now with nowhere to go. No joke, my under eyes have never, ever looked better, ever. And I honestly think it's a combination of one, using really great concealers. I finally honed down the best concealer. I finally figured it out, the best concealer that works for me. It's also definitely the Aquaphor. It's like the viscous nature of it, but it's not greasy. It kind of almost like acts like a filler to plump in those fine lines, almost like a spackle amongst all those fine lines, keeping everything moist enough that it doesn't start to get crepey. But then another superstar product that I cannot believe I just discovered is this. I would never ever use this under my eyes ever. And I kid you not, this is the best my foundation and my under eyes has ever looked ever. I'm dead. Okay, here we are again in natural light after a few hours. I redid my lipstick, obviously, because I've eaten and hung out. I have pretty oily skin too, so that kind of tells you something. And I'm still finding my under eyes looking fantastic. So much better than they normally look after a few hours. Look, they're not even dry from that powder, which is really shocking. Whoa, life-changing, I tell ya. Don't forget to go spam Scott Barnes and get him on this channel. This video's over.